Let's talk about something that's frustrating so many job seekers right now. Why are you still not getting hired? Hello everyone, I'm Praveen Kumar, Chief Technology Officer at Digital Nexus AI. Today, I'm going to share with you the 3 real reasons that are holding you back, and more importantly, exactly how to fix them in just days. Because here's the truth, the job market isn't broken, your approach might be. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what changes to make to start getting callbacks and offers. These are the same insights I share with new graduates and early career professionals at my company, and they work. You know what's interesting? Everyone's got an opinion about why you're not getting hired. The job market is terrible, you're overqualified, HR is biased, or my personal favorite, it's just bad luck. But here's the reality check. While people will give you 100 different excuses, only 3 reasons actually matter. First, your resume disappears into some black hole, never to be seen again. Second, your interviews come and go without leaving any real impression. And third, this is the big one, you're just not making yourself the obvious choice for the job. Here's the good news. If you can fix just these 3 things, you'll instantly outperform 90% of other candidates. Let's dive into the first and most brutal reason. Your resume is getting ghosted before any human ever sees it. I've reviewed thousands of resumes myself. Here's what no one tells you. 75% of applications get automatically rejected by these robotic systems called applicant tracking systems. It's not about your skills or experience. If your resume doesn't speak the exact language the ATS is programmed to look for, you're already out of the running before the race even begins. You could be the perfect candidate, but if your resume isn't optimized with the right keywords, formatting, and structure, you're invisible to hiring managers. The good news? Fixing this is actually one of the easiest problems to solve, and I'll show you exactly how to make your resume ATS-proof in just a few simple steps. Your resume is being scanned by a robot, and 3 out of every 4 applications going straight to the trash. Here's how these ATS systems work. They don't care about you. They're scanning for one thing, keywords, specific words and phrases from the job description. For example, if the job asks for Python development experience and your resume says, worked with Python, that tiny wording difference could be the reason you're getting rejected. The fix? Try to mirror the exact language from the job description. Second, quantify your wins. Don't just say you improved sales, say you boosted sales by 40% in Q3. Numbers make the ATS perk up. And here's my professional suggestion. Use tools like JobScan, Resume Worded, or others. Many are free. You paste in your resume and the job description, and they'll tell you exactly what's missing. Because here's the bottom line. If your resume doesn't match more than 70% of the job description keywords, the ATS will trash it before you ever get a chance. The second biggest hiring killer? Interviews that feel like forgettable chit-chat. Having conducted hundreds of interviews, I'll tell you exactly why candidates fail. Vague answers like, I work hard, zero company research, and treating it like a casual conversation rather than your career-defining performance. Here's reality. Hiring managers see 10 candidates per role. If you don't make them think, we need this person, in the first 10 minutes, you've lost. You know why most interviews fail? Candidates treat them like casual Q&A sessions when they're really high-stakes auditions. Let me break down the 3 deadly mistakes I see constantly. First, candidates ramble without structure. That's where the STAR method saves you. Here's how to fix this fast. For STAR stories, practice this formula. When ABC problem happened, I wrote a solution which led to X% improvement. Second, they show up knowing nothing about the company beyond what's on the homepage. And worst of all, they don't ask thoughtful questions, which makes them seem completely disinterested. For research, go beyond the About Us page. Check their LinkedIn for recent posts about projects or challenges. And always end by asking about their current biggest team challenge. It shows strategic thinking and instantly makes you memorable. Remember, the candidate who asks, what are the key challenges in this role, will get remembered long after the one who asks, what's the vacation policy? Now we arrive at the third deal breaker, You're simply not making yourself the obvious choice. As a CTO who's hired dozens of engineers, here's the hard truth. Employers don't hire resumes, they hire solutions. If you're not demonstrating immediate value, you're invisible. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Employers aren't hiring applicants, they're hiring solutions to their problems. And without proof of your skills, you're automatically labeled too risky. Think about it. Would you hire a chef who shows up without knives? Of course not. That's exactly how employers see candidates without portfolios or certifications. But here's the good news. Fixing this is easier than you think. First, micro-certifications from Google, Coursera, or LinkedIn Learning can be done in weekends. Second, and this is critical for freshers, stop chasing those PDF internships where you just get a certificate. Instead, find internships where you get to work on real projects. I've seen candidates land jobs just by having one relevant project to their resume that they did in their internship. For example, if you're in design, your Behance profile is your resume. If you're in tech, your GitHub commits are your experience. And if you're in marketing, those campaigns you ran for practice, package them as case studies. Identify in-demand skills in your field, create something tangible with it, showcase it prominently, make hiring managers think, this person can contribute from day one. Here's your ultimate 7-day turnaround plan. No magic, just results. Day 1 to 2. Burn that generic resume. Rewrite it with laser-focused ATS keywords from your target job description. This alone will put you ahead of 75% of applicants. Day 3 to 4. Stop winging it in interviews. Use tools like InterviewAI or record yourself answering these 3 questions. Tell me about yourself, your biggest failure, and why us. You'll spot cringe-worthy habits instantly. Now here's the game changer. Day 5-7. Learn one high-value skill. Not vaguely get better at Excel, master pivot tables, not dabble in ChatGPT. Learn to write killer prompt chains for your industry. I've seen candidates land jobs just by adding AI workflow automation to their resume after one weekend of focused practice. The bottom line? Luck doesn't hire you. Demonstrable skills do. So ask me in the comments. Which of these will you tackle first? Resume rewrite, mock interviews, or skill building? Your future self will thank you for starting today.